Hi, everyone. Welcome to UNR PoliSci in Exile. I'm Dr. Ian Hartshorn. I'm joined, as always, by my friend Dr. Nick Seltzer. Dr. Seltzer, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Dr. Hartshorn. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, too. And we are very lucky to be joined by a new faculty member in the political science department, Dr. Laura Blume. Dr. Blume, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So Dr. Blume is teaching a class this fall that looks very interesting, PSC 405F, Problems of World Politics. Dr. Blume, what topics can students expect to learn about in PSC 405F?
So in this class, we're going to look at several issues such as Mexico's drug war, immigration to the US, border politics, gangs in Central America, and how all of these are connected to each other, and how politics, both on the US side as well as south of the border, interact to have created a lot of these phenomenon in terms of violence in Mexico, violence in Honduras, and migration out of those countries to the US.
Yeah, it sounds fascinating.
So, how's this course structured? What would you say are the three or so major components?
So there's a fair amount of reading, and then there's going to be class discussions. So I really like to center discussions on the aspects of the reading that students are most interested in. So students are going to send in discussion questions before class to shape the discussion. There's also a few fun documentaries that they will get to watch or have to watch during the semester as well. And in terms of, other than that, how it's organized, we start thematically looking at Mexico and then move south into Central America and then finish looking at immigration politics more in depth in the US.
That sounds really interesting. I like the multimedia experience and that the HighFlex format should give opportunities for students to participate in conversations both in person and virtually.
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. Blume, this class is related to some of your research and expertise. You've done a lot of field work in these regions. What are some of the places that you've traveled to collecting some of this data?
So I've traveled to all the countries that we'll be talking about, except I haven't spent as much time in El Salvador, but Mexico has been a key focus in my research, and for my PhD dissertation, I lived for almost a year in Honduras studying drug trafficking violence.
That's fascinating. So folks, if you're interested in studying a class on comparative politics, international relations, especially in the Americas, I encourage you to check out PSC 405F with Dr. Laura Blume. Thanks, Dr. Blume, for joining us, and thanks, Dr. Seltzer, as always.
See you guys later.
Thanks.